The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate, you own a house or you just bought a house, you want to invest in it. What should you spend your money on that's going to pay off for you at the closing table? It's all just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate.
Your debt does not have to control your life. You have the power to potentially lower or even eliminate your debt. I'm attorney Justin Clark. Call me now for a free consultation or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your financial life.
Welcome to You Have Real Estate with me, attorney Justin Clark. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, seasoned investor, even looking to sell your home, this next 30 minutes is designed just for you. Think about like hitting multiple open houses, all from your living room, with my attorney advice throughout the way. Any questions whatsoever during the program, the phone number will be right here during the entire show, 407-205-0400. If you want to start your house hunt for your dream home this weekend, Dallas Lehman is standing by at that very same phone number to get you pre-approved. It's going to be a heck of a show today. But first, the opening statement. You know, people come up to me all the time. You come up to me all the time and ask me questions about real estate. We've been doing this show a long time, and I appreciate your questions. One of the biggest questions, though, that I get is, Justin, I want to invest in my home, but what can I do? What can I invest in my home that's going to help with the resale value? And I think that's a wonderful question, a question that we are going to answer by asking real questions. Every weekend here on the program, we ask real questions to the truly trend-setting people in Central Florida's real estate community. We kick it off today with my good friend, back from London now, Bills fan. And I married into a Bills family as well. I understand this. Chelsea Zirpola is here. Renewal by Andersen. Welcome back, Chelsea. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
So, and we're going to talk about windows and how it affects the value of your home, but I would be remiss if I didn't talk about what an amazing company Renewal by Andersen really is. The growth that I've seen from you guys over these last few years has been insane, but you've done it by the culture that you've created. Talk about the culture at RBA.
You know, it's all about delighting our customer. And I think that's what we have to remember when we're, working through some of the tougher times when you're getting that renovation. It's definitely something that's not easy, but we make it seamless, and we want to make sure that we're delighting our customer, keeping them excited about beautifying their home.
And I think windows are things that every homeowner needs to really consider about replacing and updating their windows. And really, I think of three reasons that windows are so important. Number one, safety. I think safety is so important when it comes to new windows.
Absolutely. I mean, how many of us have said, oh, that window doesn't quite open, or it doesn't lock, or it doesn't close all the way? Our windows are designed to not only, help you with safety, but they're custom made right here in the U.S. So you don't have to worry about where are they coming from, what kind of materials. They're beautiful, custom-made windows and doors right out of Minnesota.
Yeah. The other question I get a lot from our viewers is, why is my electricity bill so high? And that's another thing with windows. And what I've noticed, people that have hired Renewal by Andersen to get new windows are telling me that they feel like they're getting them for free. And that's because the payment plans that you have, the saving on the electricity bill every month, they feel like they're getting windows for free. Talk about how it really does help with your electricity bill.
Yeah, it closes the energy envelope. How many times you walk past your window and you feel all that heat coming through on a hot day, right? And the condensation that even today in a little cooler day, all the condensation that we're seeing inside, those windows are failing. And it's causing all of those energy bills not only to go up, but it's not efficient.
That's right. And then lastly, and I think importantly for a lot of people too, is they're aesthetically pleasing. Think about pulling into your driveway and seeing brand new windows throughout your house. People love those new windows. How do they feel when they get the new windows in their house?
Yeah, it's chic, it's trendy, it's really updating that look and feel. The other thing that a lot of people don't know is that if you have a color that you want on the inside of your home, like the black chic frames, but your HOA won't approve that, we can have two different colors. A different color on the inside and a different color on the outside, so that you're able to accommodate that look for you.
Here's what I'm going to do for you. I have a QR code on the screen, compliment to Derek Moser. Thank you, Derek. all you have to do is get your phone out, scan the QR code. That message will go directly to Chelsea and her team, and they'll come out and help you determine, do you need new windows? What windows do you need? And that process from there. And that's what separates Renewal by Andersen as well, because people don't know what they want. Talk about the design process.
Yeah, you know, we want to take the time to come to your home and really point out those things, those issues that you may not even know about, but also design custom-made windows for you. Glass choices, hardware choices, color choices. Again, custom-made to your style.
How do I know it's time to pick up the phone and call, or how do I know it's time to look into new windows?
Definitely, you touched on it with energy efficiency. You're starting to see those energy bills go really high. The inability for your windows to work properly, opening and closing, those kinds of things, and also just outdated style. We want to talk about style too. Those are the new trends, and making sure that you feel good and comfortable with that curb appeal of your home.
Yeah, I'm not trying to bash the big builders that we have in Central Florida, but let's be honest. A lot of them, we have a lot of these big developments here that have been put up like cookie cutters. They didn't always install the best windows on those big cookie cutter houses, did they?
No, and we're seeing failures.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times even homes that haven't been too old are starting to fail, and the frames are coming out, and it's just not a good experience for the consumer.
Right. Is there a certain age that it really is time to start looking at new windows?
We usually see that type of conversation around 15 years or older. But again, now with these cookie cutter type windows that aren't quality, we're starting to see it a lot earlier.
Yeah, it's a great process, of one that I've been through as well. You really have design consultants that are, it's not going to be heavy sales pitch at all. It's literally them coming in, looking at what I already have and talking through it. So tell me more about the design process.
Definitely. Once you give us a call, our designers will come out and actually spend the time. So we slot those times for 60 to 90 minutes for you to have as much time as you need. Answer all the questions, ask the questions, make sure you feel really comfortable with the choices that you're making for your windows and doors. So it's not a heavy sales process. It's really to educate you so you make the right choice the first time.
And a lot of people maybe don't have or don't want to stroke a check for 20 grand or what 30 grand, whatever it would be. That can be a big check for some families to write.
Sure.
And a lot of people have told me that they were on some interest-only plans, some plans that were spread out over time. You really do make it affordable. How do you do that?
We do. We have great financing programs available. Again, we have the ability to have that conversation about, do you want to phase your job? Do you want to do the front first and maybe the back later? So lots of great options. Again, custom.
That's right. It's an amazing thing. Renewal by Andersen. Chelsea, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Listen, do yourself a favor. If you own a house, this is something that you need to look into. The windows make a big difference. When people buy your house, they're going to look at what the past electricity bills were. People always talk about, I'm going to put on solar on my house. I want to put solar because it's going to save my electricity bill. And sometimes it does. Yeah. But Chelsea, windows I've seen a bigger impact than even solar at times.
Huge. I had a testimonial came in the other day, and they said they had solar put on, but they still seen that they were spending dollars, right? And they got all brand new windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen, and they were like at zero usage. And she couldn't believe it. She's like, it really sealed up the energy envelope on her home.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure to see you. Come back and see me soon, please. I get excited when I get that email from you saying, hey, maybe I'll come in this week. I literally get excited.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
The QR code is right here on the screen. Free consultation, 100% free. It won't cost you anything. Or call the phone number 407-205-0400 for Renewal by Andersen. What else can you do to your home? It's expensive to fix your home. I get that. But what are some investments you can make in your home that you're going to actually get paid back on the bottom line when you sell, as you have real estate continues?
I'm here at Casa Leone. Surprise, surprise, my absolute favorite jewelers in town. We're talking about all things engagement rings today. One of my favorite topics ever. And I have my dear friend Lauren here who is going to show me some. You know, one of your main designers is Michael M. I love Michael M. Would you mind showing me a piece?
Yes, absolutely. Michael M. is one of our top designers that we carry here at Casa Leone Jewelers. Everything is made in 18-karat white gold and platinum. This particular ring right here, we actually just made for a client, but we used a 3-karat radiant cut in the center.
May I?
Of course, absolutely.
I'll try not to run out of here, Lauren. You know, one of the things that I love about Casa Leon Jewelers is you guys really hold your hand through the entire process. I mean, this is the first milestone. It doesn't even have to be, you know, the engagement rings. It can be anything. But especially when it comes to this, I mean, this is a big milestone and you want to be part of it all.
Absolutely. Our customers, they absolutely share every moment with us. We have so many beautiful engagement ring photos that they've sent us. This particular customer that I'm talking about actually got engaged in Venice on the gondola. It was absolutely beautiful. But our customers share their stories with us along the way. And it's important for us to keep them, you know, and celebrate every milestone, including getting their wedding bands.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, let's definitely talk a little bit about wedding bands. But one, I just have to brag one more time. I mean, how stunning is this? Michael M. And you have so many other incredible designers here, but I definitely do love some Michael M.
Yes, me too. Definitely one of my favorites.
If you're looking for an incredible engagement ring, look no further than Casa Leon Jewelers today.
You can be an agent that struggles to get ahead in the competitive real estate world, or you can learn from the best and achieve success. Visit youhaveafutureinrealestate.com and sign up for the Jumpstart program. Get coaching tips and important tools that will help you jumpstart your real estate career. Sign up today and get 10% off your Jumpstart program when you use code word LEARN. Visit youhaveafutureinrealestate.com today and gain the real estate knowledge you need to succeed.
Welcome back to the show. We continue to answer your questions about when you buy a house or you own a house, what investment can you make in the house that's actually going to pay for itself when you go to sell it? Very happy to be joined by Alexus and Dallas. How are you guys? Welcome to the show.
Wonderful.
I heard you're a firecracker, number one. So this, I don't know how much we're going to get to, but we'll see. Let me start with you, Dallas. How's that?
All right, sounds good.
All right, so let's say you work with a buyer, all right, and they have the happy day, closing day, and they say, Dallas, what should I spend my money on as I fix up this house that will pay for itself down the road? It's a tough question to answer. What would you normally say?
Kitchens and baths.
Oh, yeah?
All day.
Kitchen
yes.
and bath.
Yeah.
And I totally agree with that as well. I think those are great investments to make. That question we get a lot here in Florida, obviously, is a pool. And we all know pools are super expensive right now. What do you say to the pool?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah?
Go for it.
Go
yeah.
for it. Yeah, pools. What do you think, Alexus? What do you think about a pool, investing money in a pool?
So pools are a little bit challenging right now, only because we are seeing that increase in labor, increase in construction costs. We haven't really stabilized out yet. So personally, I would say forgo the pool for now, and let's focus more on hardening the entire property.
Sure.
So, when we talk about hardening, we're talking about closing up that envelope, maybe considering putting some insulation, additional insulation inside of your roof, getting those windows covered, possibly looking into a tankless water heater or hybrid water heater, or, even looking at just aesthetic renovations like paint and flooring, just really basics until we can see where this market really pans out.
I think that's wonderful advice. What I say about a pool, and I'll say it to you too, a pool, like the cheapest one's like 75 grand now, it takes like 6 months to install. I think that if you have kids or you enjoy the pool, I'm okay with it, but you're not gonna get the 75 grand back probably on the backside. But again, we live in Florida. If you enjoy the pool, put in a pool, but it's gonna take a little time right now, and it's definitely more expensive than it has been in the past. And right now, Dallas, we're dealing with a time where insurance rates are up, mortgage rates are up, taxes are up, and when a homeowner now, when they think about the PITI, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, those payments really are skyrocketing right now. What are you hearing down in the trenches about these payments people are making now?
Well, the market in general is a little tough right now. You have like you said, the interest rates that are higher, and the inventory is so low. So I think that the payments that's the struggle that we're all seeing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Alexus, the question obviously that people have is, well, when is this market going to tank? Like no one saw it skyrocketing during the COVID days. But a lot of people remember 2008, 2009, 2010 when it did tank. And some people, I think, in the back of their head are thinking it's going to tank again. I don't agree with that, but what do you think? What do you see in the future of this market?
So, you know how you said I was going to be a firecracker?
Yes.
Here it comes.
Well, I had a little pre-show interview with you as well, so I got a preview of it.
So, of course, everybody wants us all to have a crystal ball. And the truth of the matter is that question can be answered with another question. Well, do we have a future war? You know, who's our future president? You know, so unfortunately, all these other economic factors really have a play in where the market is going to trend to. However, what we can say right now, market's trending strong. You know, we have employment, you know, is up. Actually, we're outbeating the nation right now, especially here in Central Florida. We also have a high valuations. So the market is strong right now. So all I can operate is in the here and now.
Yeah, and I think Florida is even different than the rest of the country. Florida is going through a rebirth. You call it whatever you want. Florida is having a rebirth, especially even Central Florida. I'm bullish on this market in Florida. We're not going to have a crash, in my opinion. But what's on the market right now? What could you buy right now? Dallas, you have a couple listings I think we're going to talk about together. Let's see what's out there. Talk about this first one.
All right, the first one is up in Longwood. It is listed at $915, and it's quite a unique property. It has 6 bedrooms, 6 baths, and right now they're using it as a retreat center. So it's actually called Kaya Sanctuary, and you could take this space and divide it into so many different. So it could be an Airbnb, it could be an assisted living facility. But it's a really cool space, and it sits on 1.5 acres. So lots of flexibility with that property.
Yeah, it looks brand new inside. They've done a lot of awesome renovations to that place as well.
Yeah.
And now a big one here in Winter Park. I like this one.
That is it's like you're stepping into a Van Gogh painting or something. It is just so cool. It's the pictures are just like a work of art. I mean, everything is just perfect. So that one is listed at $5.4 million, and there's 5,000 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 6 baths, and it's in Winter Park.
A little slice of paradise right
so
there.
Cool.
I like that one for sure. If you'd like to see either of these two properties, I'll connect you with Dallas right now, literally this weekend, 407-205-0400. You guys are heavily involved with ORRA as well, the Orlando Regional Realtor Association. We love ORRA, obviously one of the best associations in not just Florida, but America. What's your involvement?
So my involvement with ORRA is that I'm currently the governmental affairs chair.
Oh, nice.
I also serve as one of the Florida directors on behalf of ORRA.
I love it. How about you, Dallas?
Right now, I'm actually involved with the Florida Realtor Association.
Oh, yes, I heard this. What's the difference? People get confused.
Well, so it's a step above. It's a little bit more political than ORRA is a little bit more centrally located.
I'm also a part of the Florida Realtors Association. Oh, and I'm also the National Association of Realtors Association.
Let's keep it up. I don't know. You guys have me beat. I don't know. I'm a member of the Florida Bar. It's nothing.
But it is important for the consumer to know. So just so you know, the associations, they offer us so much incentives as real estate professionals here in the area. We're also held to a higher standard being realtors. So there's the National Association of Realtors where we operate and we govern national affairs, the state level, which goes ahead and governs the state affairs, and then of course the local, which is Orlando Regional Realtors.
You guys are a lot of fun. This is your invite back, okay? Come back and see us anytime. Thank you so much. Here's what we will do, a very last quick break. You have real estate continues. Do I ever have a very special gift for you today? Compliments our good friends over at Universal Roof and Contracting. 15% off your roofing job. The roof is the most important part of your house. No doubt about it. Welcome my good friends as always, Justin and Corey. Hi, how are you today?
Good, man, good. Thank you.
The roof is the most important part of the house, but sometimes deciding who your roofing company is going to be is the most important decision as well. Culture is everything. When determining who's going to do your roofing job, Universal, the culture over there blows me away. Trustworthy. Tell me about the culture at Universal.
Yeah, I mean, 30 years in the making, right? Family-owned, veteran-owned, same name and ownership over the past 3 decades. We're so proud to be so rooted in Orlando, and we have offices in Jacksonville and Southwest Florida, but the honest approach, the integrity we carry, working transparently with insurance companies and homeowners alike. I mean, we approach roofing the way an honest company really should.
Trusted by some of the biggest sports teams in Florida as well.
That's right. That's right. We this past season we were the one of the partners with the Jacksonville Jaguars, which was awesome. They had a great season this year too. And then just coming next month, the XFL, the Orlando Guardians. We are the official roofer for the Orlando Guardians, so we're excited to go out to those games and see everybody there. So it'll be great.
A roof can be expensive. You created great programs to make this roof not cost prohibitive for me.
Yeah, I mean, last thing we're going to do is take food off people's plates to afford a roof. So we have a ton of flexible financing plans that just keeps things very very liquid for homeowners, even if they don't want to use their own money, even if they have it at the time, you know, so we offer that as well for every roof replacement.
I have this QR code on the screen right now. Get your phone out or go to their website, but the QR code will go directly to Justin and Corey, and literally you get 15% off. But guys, you're going to come to my house and tell me what I really need, honestly.
Absolutely, yeah. Free inspection, first of all. It does cost nothing for us to come out. We're going to sit down with you, hear what you like about your roof, what you don't like about your roof, what problems you've had, and come up with a custom scope of work that makes sense for you.
Always a pleasure to see you both. There's only one company we trust when it comes to roofing. That is Universal Roof and Contracting.
Are you experiencing high temperature and high energy costs?
Everybody is. It's bad.
Yeah, even you?
Not anymore, because I just bought a new house. As you know, I went in, the AC was an absolute disaster. My electricity bill the first month was astronomical. I remember we had Old Dash on the show, and I loved having them on, but they kept telling me about the Duquesne system. So I called the AC guy and I said, look, I need a new AC, but I demand it to be Duquesne. Thank goodness I did.
That's a great choice.
Thank you.
So for those of you who aren't interested and you're at home, tell your contractor that you want the new Duquesne Lynx 18 heat pump.
That's what I got.
Yeah, well, it's the best one to get. I know when it comes to my home, I love controlling the temperature because, let's be honest, it feels good to be cool here in Florida because it's hot. Anywho, I'm not hot anymore. It works out great because the Duquesne Lynx 18 features a quick link inverter technology that offers optimal performance for temperature control.
And makes my house cool, but doesn't cost me a lot of money every month on the electricity bill. That's why I love it.
Exactly. And another amazing feature about this product is it features a quiet shift technology so I can sleep peacefully and, more importantly, I can sleep comfortably.
It's the pillows as well, though.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you got to have the whole thing to really work it out.
10-year warranty as well on the compressor and the parts. Save money and energy. I'm so glad I went with Duquesne. I'm so glad Old Ash came on the show. Do yourself a favor. Call your air conditioning contractor today and demand Duquesne. Welcome back to the show. We continue to talk about investments in your home that are going to pay off at the closing table and not just cost you money. Joined by one of our favorite people, Elisha Lopez, Ocala Realty World. How are you?
Wonderful.
And you have a lot of experience in this because you just built the house yourself, so you know what all goes into this construction process. But you're working with the buyer, and they're happy. They closed on their home, but they say, Elisha, I want to do some upgrades here and spend a little bit of money, but what upgrades can I do that are going to pay off in the end? What do you tell someone in that situation?
It's always the kitchen and the bathroom.
Oh, that's the second kitchen and bath comment on this today. Kitchen and bath, that's where it's at, huh? Why do you think that is? Why does that help the resale value so much?
I mean, kind of where we all spend the most time, really, but the cabinetry, countertops, it's definitely going to update the property. So you're going to know the age of a home just by walking into the bathrooms and to the kitchen.
Got it. What about a pool? And we talked about a pool earlier. People have the question all the time. We live in Florida. You spend a lot of time outside. I want to put a pool in. What do you say to that?
I mean, it is awesome. Yeah. It's definitely a great way to keep the kids at home and not, outside the house, and it's fun, but they're expensive right now.
They are.
So a great way to upgrade and enjoy your home is definitely kitchen, bathrooms, flooring.
Yeah, that's and the kitchen and bath, they are kind of expensive, but it's not like expensive putting in a pool. It's not. It's less than that generally. I mean, depending, of course, on what bathroom or kitchen you put in. I totally agree. I think kitchen and bath probably the first place to start. And again, a pool. I love pools. I have a pool, but it's just a matter of whether you're going to use it or not. Don't install a pool thinking that the resale value is going to go up by that 75 grand because it's not. But if you are going to use it, then do it. I'm good with that. Yeah. Awesome. All right. So here's the question. I mean, it's been crazy out there right now. With the mortgage rate skyrocketing, insurance skyrocketing, people getting canceled left and right, and property taxes skyrocketing, people are getting priced out. They are. They're either going to be super house poor or literally just priced out of a market. And then you're stuck renting a home, paying someone else's mortgage, and the rental rates are stupid as well. There is an alternative. And I've seen so many people now look with you up in the Ocala area, really throughout Marion County, because the cost of living, and certainly the cost of getting into a house there, is simply less expensive than it is here in Orlando. Compare the two.
It's still almost 40% less. So that's almost half. So you literally can have even a bigger home, more land, newer, for almost half less than Orange County.
You know, my law firm is by far and away the biggest firm dealing with homeowners association issues. We don't represent HOAs. We represent people who are fighting with their HOA because some of the HOAs are crazy. I mean, that is what it is. What I've noticed up in the Ocala area, it seems like there are way fewer homeowners associations than here. And I have people who are angry. Let me preface this. I understand HOAs are a necessary evil. I get it. There are a lot of great HOAs out there. I know those of you at the board of directors, it's a voluntary position. I get all of that. I do. But some of them are crazy. They are. And we have to fight a lot of them because they think that they're like God almost. There are less HOAs in Ocala. Why is that?
It's just different. So we come from South Florida, and South Florida, Central Florida, like Orlando, Tampa, a lot of those same neighborhoods that are with the guard gate and the community center, all the security stuff. So those like condo commando, we don't have a lot of that in Marion County because it's a more rural area. It's like a town.
Right.
So you've got a lot of neighborhoods that are deed restricted, which is okay. I mean, it's nice to not have to worry that you have like a garbage truck parked in the driveway next to you. But you don't have all the fees.
I do, as I drive through Ocala when we're visiting you, it does feel like there is more land as well. I don't feel like there are as many houses that are so close together. Like even my house, I'm this far from my neighbor. It feels more spread out. Is that right, you think?
Yeah, typically you have a quarter acre. So 0.23, 0.24, 0.25 is kind of like the standard.
Right.
And then of course it goes up. They just started like D.R. Horton and Lennar building similar neighborhoods like here in Orange County, but they're not as popular as the quarter acre subdivision.
I spent the first, I think, 18 years of my life in Knoxville, Tennessee, or even more eastern than that. But and when I think about Ocala, I think more Knoxville than I do even Orlando or Miami. It feels like it's a southern city. Is that the way you feel?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And you've made that whole trek from Miami to Central Florida, now up in Ocala. How is the way of life different there?
It's just slower. I mean, it's definitely more populated now than it was 18 years ago when we moved there, or 10 years ago, but it's still a slower pace of life, and people are friendlier. I think the outdoors and the atmosphere, really, it's good medicine for everyone.
I agree. I have a treat for you as well. If you feel priced out of this market, or you want to buy investment property, Marion County is absolutely going bananas right now. A lot of people who are thinking about buying Airbnbs down near Disney are like, I can't afford that. They're buying Airbnbs up in Ocala because there's so much equestrian, and the World Equestrian Center is there. You can buy an Airbnb and literally make money. I'm putting a QR code on the screen right now. If you want to talk about investing or purchasing property in Ocala or throughout Marion County, Elisha is the person to speak with. Get out your phone, scan that QR code right now. She can put you on a list as new properties come on the market. Instantaneously will be delivered to your email. Do yourself a favor, check out Ocala right now or call her directly, 407-205-0400. Elisha, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
We have to plan our next trip up to Ocala. We keep talking about it. When are we doing that? It's got to happen soon. All right.
You tell me.
Good job. Elisha Lopez, Ocala Realty World. Thank you so much. Most importantly, thank you for joining us here this week and every week. See you again next week. And for more, You Have Real Estate.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.